Welcome back, guys. Well, look what just rolled out of the shop. It's this W900 day cab. It's completely repainted. Got it all lettered. It's a little dusty. First off, I want to tell you guys, I will get you a video of that new Titan trailer. I was hoping to get this last week and tie it in with a project that we did with a truck, because that's the truck that's gonna be pulling it. And unfortunately, I was waiting. The truck wasn't getting done. The next thing you know, that trailer was done and getting utilized because it is busier. The guys are stocking their mulch bins. So anyway, I'm not going to be able to show a brand spanking new trailer, but almost new. So I'll show you hopefully the next video. I did want to show you though these tank trailers. I had a tank trailer on order, brand new. It was a puller, which is what this trailer is, and that's a Mack, obviously. I ordered it last July or August for a February-March time frame, and it was actually a dealer stock order that we changed the spec on to our custom spec. And if you remember, they hit me up with a price increase, and I'm thinking, okay, understand there's a lot of stuff going on, price increases, stuff's going up, fuel's going up, everything else is going up. It's understandable, right? Then the trailer gets delayed to May. Then a week or two ago, I get another email. Guess what the email said? You got another price increase. Any trailer built after April, certain time frame in April, gets a price increase, which our trailer wasn't going to be done in April. So somehow, because they didn't get it built in time, we get a price increase. We get another surcharge, and that's frustrating. I got to thinking about it. I'm like, we would like to start updating our trailers, but I'm not that desperate to get a trailer. And these aren't just small price increases, these are pretty big price increases. I could definitely use the trailer. At the end of the day, I'm not buying into all this stuff. I feel they definitely could have handled the situation a little bit different, especially bumping the order off and bumping it off, and then more price increases. And kind of where I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna do this anymore, is when, you know, there's still no firm solid date for delivery, and there's still no firm solid price. And I know that's how it is in a lot of things right now. You order a truck, you're not going to get a firm price. Guess what? I'm not going to buy into the hype. Yes, I'm thinking right now, I'm thinking 2023, right? To order equipment, things like that. And yeah, I could order some trucks, but I'm not going to pay $240,000 for a new truck. I just don't see value in that. Not only that, to pay that kind of money for an emission truck. That's where it gets even more frustrating. That is one thing that gets me, is hype, which is what's happening right now. And I already see, you know, the fuel prices are obviously up. Rates in some areas are already starting to come down, and that's going to put companies out of business. And I hate to be doom and gloom, but I have a feeling that by the end of the year, we could see a huge change where they're all of a sudden don't have anything to build. I don't need it that bad. I would have liked to have it. We have plenty of work. This is just the start of fertilizer season and spray season. So these trailers, they're sitting here now. I have 5, there's 3 here, 2 of them are out. These trailers will be gone, be working soon. They'll be busy. Dump trailers is something that I'm working on, trying to update some of these trailers. Gotta go. These 2 frame type trailers we're gonna keep. This trailer's got to go, and that that Trailstar, which technically is a Mack. These Trailstars, we have 3 that are like all within a year apart, and those trailers, I want to start slowly swapping them out. Kind of why I want to start swapping those out is just some of the design I don't feel is the best. We've had some cracking issues with our weights and stuff like that for here in New York. I want to tell you, that's why I like to order our equipment, because we can spec it heavy. We can spec it for New York. Got heavy axles, they build it heavier. We can just beef it up. and it really doesn't cost that much more. Once the trailer's built, it's really hard to add those things to it. And I'm just gonna touch back on the tank trailer real quick. So on that tank trailer, the dealer was absolutely fantastic to work with, and he was, you know, they were cool with everything. You know, I would have liked to deal with them on the trailer. Unfortunately, didn't work out. So I'm more frustrated at the manufacturer of like, why can't you secure your raw materials? What, like really, you still can't provide a firm price. You still can't, you know, it just, maybe it's just too complicated for my small mind to figure it out. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm not buying into the hype. So because I don't have to, I still have 5 trailers, and I was just looking at upgrading and potentially maybe moving one down the road. These trailers still work fine. These stainless trailers, there's really not a lot to go wrong with them. And they pull pretty easy. They're empty half the time. So the other thing, that I bought that new Titan trailer, right? I ordered that trailer about the same time frame I ordered, maybe actually 2 months after I ordered that tank trailer. I originally had it scheduled for June, like a May-June delivery, just before bean season. Well, there was an opportunity to put it in the truck show, and I was like, sure. And so they actually sped it up, got it in for the truck show, and the price stayed the same. From day one, the price stayed the same. Did their costs go up? I don't know. The price from that trailer to the previous trailer was obviously, it was higher. Once they gave me a price, that was the price. There was no changing. That's the kind of stuff I like. When here's the price, there's no surcharges. You know, they obviously, when I gave my word, they secured their materials, whatever they had, you know, to build that trailer. That's the kind of stuff that I think more manufacturers should take note of and should do. I know when you start booking out 2 years, 3 years, whatever on some of the equipment, it's tough to lock in prices. I get it. But when that price does come out and you say, here's the price, you know, I put money down on the trailer. I put a chunk of change down on the trailer. And thankfully the dealer, they gave it back to me. So again, the dealer was awesome to work with. Just too bad, you know, we couldn't get the deal to go through. I'm not a fan of all this hype, and it's already frustrating enough for me because we deal with it in the shop with parts. You know, we don't have any trucks sitting except for one truck right now that is waiting on parts, and it just happened. We have a truck in the shop, and I'll show you guys that truck here in a minute. That truck is the only truck that we have sitting and waiting. These other trucks here are spare trucks, and we actually had a guy or two off today because of sickness. Let's go check out that truck in the shop that is waiting on parts. Check it out. Got 3 Kenworths here in the shop. I'm gonna start with this one first. This one we're not waiting on parts. This one we're doing a brake job to. Timmy's plugging away at it. This is one of the 2019s. Check this out. 292,677. The reason I tell you that number, I ordered these trucks in June of 19. They came in June of 18, and they were 2019 trucks. And I was really not sure what to do with warranty, but I was doing some math, and I'm like, I think a 5-year, 400,000 mile warranty is going to be perfect. We are now in 2022, so that means the warranty expires in 2023 or 400,000 miles, whichever comes first. It looks like it's going to hold out about perfect. The day cab and the other trucks, I got to check on them, but I think they were looking pretty good. The other sleeper truck is, I think we're going to be running a little bit out of warranty. This one, they already did a bunch of work to it. They replaced the turbo, bunch of after treatment and DEF stuff. It's an emission truck, and it's going to go down the road before too long. This truck's just getting a service, nothing major. And this truck is the truck that we are waiting on parts. You notice anything different about this truck? What do you think, guys? It is the air ride in the front. So it's sitting down, it's actually down against right now. It is a bit higher than the other trucks, and I'll show you why. But we did change the tires out in the front to low pros, as I think I told you in the last video, but it looks so much better. The most important thing that we're gonna get is air ride. That's what we really wanted. It was sitting so high and it was really riding rough. What goes from here down to here, the shock, is what we are missing. We ordered 2. and they only sent one. So crazy. Here's this one. This one's on. Obviously we could drive the truck in and out of the shop and stuff like that, but we can't go down the road yet. So we've been very fortunate. Thankfully, this is not a big deal. It's just waiting on those shocks. Because of the way the engine is mounted in here, we were not able to get the truck lower. Kind of what I had in mind was this motor, when it goes, which knock on wood, it has been pretty good. No issues other than injectors, which Cummins are known for. They're just very finicky with their fuel. Injectors we replaced. Otherwise, it's been a pretty solid running truck. When this engine goes, I'm probably gonna end up putting a cat motor in it. I have the motor already. We're just gonna swap it out, and then we can take the blocks out and get this truck to sit down even lower. But like I said, it was more about getting air ride and getting the truck to sit a little more level because it had blocks in there. It was sitting up very high. This is the glider that we purchased. I can drop a link for that video up above and you guys can check out that, but that's what this rig is. This had one winter of salt. It's a little dirty now, but you can see that it's starting to wear on it a little bit. There's a little bit here in the back I was noticing the other day, down in right in there. Some of the stuff's starting to get a little rusty, but overall it's been a great running truck for us. We just got to get this little hiccup. It's been in the shop way too long, just goofy little parts that we're waiting for. Drives me crazy, some of all these little parts that you can't get. It's very frustrating, but thankfully this has been like a very small issue for us. So most of the time we have the parts here, or we can get them or have access to them somewhere, so we don't have to put a truck down. But this truck is one that we really need. It's unfortunate to see it down right now, but hopefully soon. I'll show you the trailers while we're in here. So this walk-in floor is at 18, built like December 18. What's happening on some of these trailers is corrosion, which aluminum corrosion, it still can happen. This one, it's not bad, but what happens is right in here, it starts to corrode because this is steel and this is aluminum. And usually they put in like I think it's called Typar, or like a silicone. It could be sometimes like almost looks like a piece of plastic, or like this has silicone here. They put in there to keep when steel and aluminum get together, it corrodes. So they do that to prevent it, and over time that stuff disintegrates and somehow still will corrode. We are more so seeing it on our older trailers, like 7, 8, 9-year-old trailers, and those are the ones that we're going to start pulling the axles down, sealing it, or putting that stuff back in there, leveling everything out and putting that stuff back in there before it gets too bad. So like I said, this trailer's fine. It is some of these other trailers that are worse. This trailer is a beam trailer. We only use this in the summertime. This one had some cracking going on. Some of the cross members inside the trailer were bad, and it just allowed this wall to do the whole flex thing. So got some welding along the bottom here where it was cracking. That's the cool thing with aluminum, is you can weld it. Gives you a little more option. So there they got the big crossbar up there. As soon as I get a chance with that new Titan, I'm gonna go over that Titan and show it to you guys. Let me know which truck you think is gonna be pulling the new polished Titan walking floor. I think I dropped a hint a little bit earlier in this video. First person to comment the correct truck number of which truck is gonna pull that new polished Titan walking floor gets a Flint Creek t-shirt. All of our truck numbers start with 1. If you guys were following along, you should know. Maybe I'll drop a few hints for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.